Our last lesson for the week is talking about graphing. So I can graph inequality statements. So we have two types of ways that we graph inequalities. We do both of them with a dot or a circle. So something that's really important to remember is that a closed circle represents less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. An open circle represents less than or greater than. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and look at an example. So it's asking us to graph these statements. When it's asking us to graph them, they want us to draw a number line. I usually like to put 0 in the middle, but 0 doesn't have to be in the middle. This would represent my positive numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These would all be negative. To the left of 0 is negative, to the right of 0 is positive. So if we wanted to show all of the answers that could be x, could there be more than one? Is there more than one number that's greater than negative 5? Well, negative 4 is greater than negative 5. 5 is greater than negative 5. 100 is greater than negative 5. There's lots of different answers that represent what this could be. So how we graph it is first we look at our circle. So here I'm using a greater than sign, which means I'm going to be using this open circle. And I'm going to put this open circle on my negative 5. So I'm going to put a big open circle on negative 5. Then I need to draw an arrow in the direction that represents my possible answers. So if x is greater than negative 5, does that mean my arrow is going to go to the right, pointing towards numbers that are greater than negative 5, or to the left? Which direction signifies numbers that are greater than negative 5? Hopefully you're realizing that that's all these numbers to the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my arrow going to the right, just like this. So what this shows is that all of my answers that are greater than negative 5 go to the right of negative 5. Now my circle is open. What that means is that, can my answer be negative 5? Is negative 5 greater than negative 5? No, it's not. So this open circle means that it doesn't include this negative 5, but it's everything that's greater than negative 5. So that's why there's that open circle. Let's do another example. X is less than or equal to 1.5. So I'm going to draw my graph, my number line. Here's 0. Let's say that this is 0.5. This is 1.0. This would be 1.5. This would be negative 0.5, negative 1, negative 1.5, and so on. So make sure that your scale is the same. Here I'm counting by halves or 0.5s. X is less than or equal to 1.5. So looking at this sign, I know that I'm going to use a closed circle. And my closed circle is going to go right on this number 1.5. So I'm going to close in that circle. And I'm going to draw a line that represents all of the possible answers that are less than negative or equal to negative. All of the answers that are less than or equal to 1.5. So less than 1.5 is coming back this way to the left. I could draw my arrow going this far. It doesn't matter, just as long as it's pointing to the left. That means that any number that's less than or equal to 1.5 could be an answer. Now we close this circle because could x be equal to 1.5? Could this 1.5 be included in my answer? Yes, because 1.5 is equal to 1.5. So if it has a line under it, that means we close the circle because that actual number could be included as a possible response because 1.5 is less than or equal to, it's equal to 1.5. So my circle is going to be closed on that number. And then which direction represents the numbers less than 1.5? Well, it'll be going this way to the left. Okay, and that's it.